vanitenga vananigwira vanofaka mumasales. After mfaka mumasales abwana kusati visa vanoona chita nabwana vangateni viziva vakamba zvinoita chani zvinawo zoti nabwana menyana namunhu so vakamba tiyasva menyana namunhu unachita munhu unamubhera ndirama kupingana nakuti unozinga chinhu so manje ndipana pakambati ine munga muri vanhu makambapa sirina vichiita seviziva.
The most challenging part is you find a lot of obstacles in such that nobody really explains to you what goes on or what will go happen next. They don't explain to you properly. You find out things as the case goes on.
What has surprised me the most about the juvenile justice system, first of all, is where they are kept, the prison, the remand prison. That was my first shocker during my stay at Zambia. I remember my first prison visit in April. I was very shocked that this is how they can keep juveniles. Having learned in criminal law that juveniles should not be held in prisons. And furthermore, when we would see the way the courts would treat them as well, they were being treated as criminals who don't need help, and that shocks me about the juvenile justice system in Zambia.
There are a lot of problems that I face that side in terms of our welfare, like our diet. There's no proper diet that side. Your health, what you at is a clinic, but there is no adequate medication to help sustain everyone. The way they sleep, it's bad. And just the life around that place, which is not good.
Akuru venangu samavutisa mwana matikutisira zvivani mankhani yavatanga vamatisira kupolisi so ivino kwantinariri ku central prison nozotuzati ndechanipangira milandu panja mbwera kunoto nzipovutavuta so nzotipanisha maningi like vichayolongo wangala che sometimes uganiza weko zotabwa chewabwera weko uganiza chanu uganiza kuti utali ufuna kupachi ishaza kumanga tausalesi zanga che masiro zinote weka tulichenkali mwane moja sometimes nosamba zozasamba kuja vakuja tokuletera mwane moja so naona nchovuta maningi unkala munga kuprefija munga kuprefija singabwere kufuti.
I think we need a proper rehabilitation center. What we have, as my sister called it when I was telling her this my stories, she calls them purgatory on earth. You know, you punish kids so severely for something so simple, you know.
Kuti nizive vanabwera vaniuza kukoti kuja kuti sentise voimirirako malamulo y'abaana so tiza kutandizirani chifukwa uyu mwana ni wa chichepere monga maezi mwamene alili chifukwa ali na 17 years so ndiye mwamene wananiuza kuti tiza kuyimirira nkoni pamalamulo mwamene sitiyenera kuti tiyakirire ufulu w'abaana.
Came to know about the Zambia team when I first attended court. He came and asked me some questions, where I live, where my parents are. I asked for their numbers and contacted my parents.
I first came to know about Zambia team during the court sessions, my son's court sessions. Zambia team used to attend the court sessions. During the court sessions, they would encourage us and visit the juveniles in prison, give them food and clothing, and I think just encouragement.
Zambia team was able to offer quite a lot of assistance, like helping the juveniles engage in different sports rather than just sit and do nothing. So we used to engage yourself in sports like volleyball, games like cards, other games, etc., etc. They also used to help, Zambia used to help the juveniles, like bring them toilet disinfectants, at least for their health. They also used to bring chalks, dusters for the boards, because they acquired a number of programs that the juveniles follow during the week, as in to keep them busy and not just sit idle and do nothing.
So what we do first is you need to know, of course, the juvenile's name, their case, and most importantly, if their parents are aware that they've been arrested and they've got a case. And we have to find out the parents' contacts, whether it's a home address or phone numbers, or at least directions if the juvenile is not very clear. And after that, then we have to make sure that we contact the parents and they are aware that the child has got this case. And we have to explain to them everything, regardless of where we find the case in court, from the plea, what a plea is, and we have to explain to them how it goes and the steps they need to follow, all the way up to the social welfare reports.
My experience with working with the juvenile has been okay. I think you're just trying to get a bond with a juvenile, in that they should be willing to trust you, to let you know exactly what happened that brought them to that situation. So I think the first thing that helps us have that bond is just, trying to establish a link, as in asking them questions, letting them know, giving them legal advice. In that way, they're willing to allow you to help them. So the experience has been good with juveniles.
My experience with the juveniles has been challenging and emotional. For some, it's been easy, for those that tell you the truth from the get-go. Then for others, it's been a bit frustrating, because you'd interact with the juveniles a number of times until you can get the correct information about their case.
My experience with court officials was a bit rough when we started out. At the time we started, they were not very accommodating to us. In their courtrooms, they didn't understand why we were there. They thought we were people just there to help the juveniles get away with their crimes. But with time, after they realized that we were actually there to help them and help decongest the court with all these juvenile cases, it became much easier. And yeah, working with them came from a rough place to a place where we were actually mutual friends.
So after mine achiwa paja mwana panina bwana court sales na bwana uza vukamba uza vaninga chitile kuti nisuse mlando. Ndo mwana bwana ndo kambira vana bwana uza ndi vana ndo kamba mkoti. Amfushuwa ndo mwana bwana netera first netera ba complainant wa mlando. Abo achosa mkoti achiwa mwana mkoti. A second ndo bwana na officer in charge wa mino wa polisi. Awaza achoka mkoti. A second ndo a prosecutor na bwana fusa mafunzo na bwana fusa tia napata njira tu na bwana menyo naye na bwana bwana menyo anipa tisho na bwana wangu zaidi ya bati na bwana menyo bwana tunga masikizi kwamba tia okay. So anti bwana bwana mboni wewe ingira mlando after 27 October na bwana mboni wewe ingira mlando ingira mlando na bwana zaidi kulingana na mlando wako kupewa nini wanaona wanoeni. So inakuweza kuwa mlando mkoti mwanga choka. So ndio maana bwana chokera mkoti kwenda mwenyewe. So choka mimi hapa naona utini. Manga mlando mko ipa wani kuja kushimbuka vandizo ngala kudi ankovuti.
If the Up Zambia team wasn't there, I don't think I would have been out of prison by now. So it's for them that I'm out of that place.
Njira amene antandizira ikulu ni yakuti sinali kuzindikira kuti kapena munyamata angachoke pa nthawi yamene, but ninapeza kuti vanithandizira mpaka munyamata anabwera wachoka, chifukwa anakamba kuti ati siwalola kuti vana wang'ono vazimangiwa koma vazivathandizira. So mwamene vana vathandizirira ndiye mwamene napezera chitandizo chokuti vabwera vamuchosa. Ninavutikako, but ninavutikako kwa kanthawi chifukwa anankalamo maningi mmasales.
Working with juveniles has been a great experience, and also has been quite a good and encouraging experience, because these are young people who are growing up to become the future leaders.
A change I'd like to see in the juvenile justice system is having the juveniles separated from the adults. I believe that they should have a separate prison, and they should only interact with one another. In that way, you're going to prevent them from being bullied or being intimidated by the other prisoners.
If they can make a program that can get in schools, that they can get children from schools and take them to like juvenile prisons, and children should have a one-on-one discussion with the person behind bars, so that more juveniles should understand that if I did something wrong, this is what will happen to me. They should have that little fear of not getting themselves into trouble.
I think some organizations can maybe help the juveniles to understand their rights and maybe be with them or teach them how to live life without committing crimes and stuff like that.
Koma chamene ninga kambe kuti vanga vatandizire vana vamene ava mwamene inga tandizire vaja vana chifukwa ava vana nthawi zina nivochita pamene vimasowa vakapena, so tingapempheko kuti kapena mungakwanirise mwavapasako vochita ulo kapena kuvasakizirako mantchito ulo kapena kuvapasako mandrama isako kuchitako mabizinesi kuti vakazisevenza vija ngati asevenza nichisanga chite umambala monga wauchakolwa nangu ndewo nangu vinangu ninchikaili paja lichabebwino akhala busy na vamene achita vija.
My experience with the Up Zambian team has been great. We're a bunch of, initially we started just as people who don't know each other, but now we're friends. We assist each other with regards to the legal work and the social work. You know, we're there to help each other when you don't know anything. Like I'm the latest junior intern, and interns who have been there before me have been open to me, helping me out understand what the project is all about and what to do.
My experience with the Up Zambia team has been enjoyable, it's been fun, and it's been a great learning experience.
Before Up Zambia, I didn't have a great interest in criminal law, but having that first-hand experience in the courts almost every day has pushed me to want to work more in criminal law, definitely being a prosecutor, or if not, I could even be a defense attorney, helping juveniles, even if it's pro bono. I think that's the influence I've had. Before Up Zambia, criminal law was just out of my mind. I was focused more on corporate law and the like.
I didn't think about it before, but now I think they need a lot more of us in the system who can help them.
Okay, ulopanenzo nga central prison. Mwasi mwanenga ntambi. Pali no time. Nzo ziba tu one day nzapezeka na freedom. One day freedom. Ni pano ilopanja. Amen.
All the juveniles out there in prison just have one thing in mind, and that is one day freedom.
I just want to encourage you, my friends and everybody out there, to keep praying hard, never lose hope, and always have faith in God. One day you'll make it through. I am out. I always prayed, I always hoped, I never believed that I would be released one day, that I would have my freedom. But here I am, I'm out, I have freedom. So one day freedom, guys.